Good evening, students. In today's session, I am directly taking up questions from NCERT exercise from matrix chapter. Today we will be dealing with the fundamental operations of the addition, subtraction, multiplication. The very first one what we are going to do today is one very important concept called equality of matrices. Equality of matrices. When two matrices are equal, let us say matrix A and call it B. When matrix A is equal to matrix B, what do you expect? What do you understand from the statement matrix A is equal to matrix B? We already know the matrix first is defined, identified by the order. When I say the order, the number of rows versus number of columns. So when I say matrix A is equal to matrix B, definitely every student expects the matrices to be of the same order. It is not enough if the matrices are of same order. Every element beginning from A11, 12, 13, etc. till the last element, they must be the corresponding element of A should be matching and should be equal to the corresponding element in matrix B. This is called the principle of equality of matrices. So let us see. I welcome you to the problem solving session. Let me take up one small question from NCERT. Find X and Y if the matrix having these elements X plus Y in position 1 1, just number 2 in position 1 2, 5 plus Z position 2 1, XY in position 2 2. And RHS is a simple matrix consisting of numbers 6, 2 and 5, 8. So both, what do you observe here? The given matrices are of order 2 by 2 by principle of equality of matrices. So I am naming the concept by equality of matrices. We can write every corresponding element. So I am going to write the 1 1 element on the left. It must be same as 1 1 element on the right. So which means X plus Y equals 6. The second element 2 is given as 2. It doesn't give us any other information. Whereas one more equation you can produce, 5 plus Z happens to be 5. Now this equation, this singular equation is sufficient to solve for variable Z. So you can say the variable Z value is 0 because 5 plus Z is same as 5. And then we have one more. We can make one more equation. XY product is equal to 8. XY product is equal to 8 gives you a simple solution that X has to be 4 and Y equal 2, which is one of the possible solutions. Okay, is that the only solution? X plus Y is 6. So it can be by guessing we are able to identify the factors of 8 as being 2 and 4. So it could be 2 into 4 is 8, or it could be 4 into 2 is 8. Similarly, it can be applied to the addition also, because addition and multiplication both are commutative. So I come up with altogether the two sets of solution. One set of solution Yes, I am reproducing here. X is equal to 4, y is equal to 8, I am sorry 2, z equal to 0. Another set of solution possible, x and y values can be interchanged, therefore x can take 2, value 2, y equal to 4. Z of course has a unique value 0. So this is how you will be in a position to actually solve for individual unknowns when the matrix equality is presented. And let us go for one more question from NCERT. Find, strictly speaking, we are discussing questions from exercise 3.1. If you want the problem number, it is problem number 6. So let me write the second question. Find the values of A, B, C and D. Given A minus of B in position 1, 1, 2A minus of B in position 2, 1, 2A plus C position 1, 2 and 3C plus D in position 2, 2. And RHS is a matrix minus 1, 5 in row 1, 0 and 13 in row 2. Let us apply the principle of equality by equality of matrices. By equality of matrices, what do we get? A minus B is same as minus 1, and try to write the other equation which contains A and B, because you know A and B is a linear equation having two unknowns, and produce the another set of equation having two unknowns only, which is available in position 2, 1. It's given 2A minus B, and we find corresponding element on the RHS is 0. As you can find, students can easily understand. We are all in class 12, so it's not difficult for you to solve a pair of linear equations. Minus B, directly you can subtract. Okay, subtract the equations. Getting negative A is negative 1. In other words, I can say A happens to be 1. If A is 1, then what is B? B is 2 times A. Therefore, we get a simple solution for unknowns A and B. A is 1 and B is 2. You can verify whether A minus B gives minus 1. Yes, verified. Now let us move on to solving for the values sorry, C and D. Well, from position 1, 2, I get 2A plus C equals corresponding element on RHS is 5. Since you already got the value of A, it is quite simple to get C as 5 minus of 2A. A happens to be 1, therefore 5 minus 2 only. Therefore C is 3. Apply C is 3 in position 2, 2. From position 2, 2, we are getting this simple relation. 3C plus D is 13. Therefore D is 13 minus of 3C. 13 minus of 3C. And C happens to be 3. Therefore 3C is 9. Therefore 13 minus 9. Therefore D is 4. Okay. So let us write and combining the results. A, value of A, the value of B, value of C and value of D. So in order we find A is 1, B is 2, C is 3 and D is 4. This kind of questions students can expect in very short answer models. Say in section B, a 2-mark question could be even a MCQ 1 mark. Let's proceed to the other category of questions. We applied the principle of equality of matrices. Now we are going to solve for matrix itself. Here you are solving for individual unknowns within the matrix. Now it so happens you are given linear equation containing 2 matrices and you are expected to find matrix. So let me take one such question. It is find X matrix and Y matrix given 2x plus 3y. First row 2 and 3, second row 4 and 0. First row is 2 and 3, second row 4, 0. One more equation, 3x plus 2y, and RHS has first row 2 and minus 2, second row minus 1 and 5. Let us see how both matrices X and Y can be solved. So let me name the given equations. Let me number them. Okay. You may, as you wish, you can try to eliminate the matrix X or matrix Y. I am directly going to multiply the equation 1 by 3, y3, because 3 happens to be the coefficient of X matrix in the second equation. I wish to eliminate 6 X matrix, LCM is 6, so let me multiply by 3. So when I multiply by 3, as you would do in the case of an algebraic equation containing any variable expression, here also you would do it. So the matrix Y will be multiplied, the coefficient is 3 already, you are multiplying by another 3, the coefficient now becomes 9. Now when I multiply the matrix on the RHS by 3, what happens is every element inside the matrix also gets multiplied, which is called a scalar multiple of a matrix. And here the scalar multiple is 3. Let us apply it. So that gives 6 times X and 9 times Y. The sum becomes, okay, I am not making very elaborate step. I am going to take 3 times of the matrix, which means I am taking 3 times of every element. So it is 6 and 9 in first row, 12 and 0 in second row. Is that okay? Now let us try to make the coefficient of X 6 from second equation, which means I need to multiply by 2 in order to get 6x, 4y, and RHS matrix is multiplied by the scalar quantity 2, which means every element on RHS gets multiplied by same number 2, which means 4 minus 4 in row 1, minus 2 and 10 in row 2. That's good. So we got these relations. As you would operate in the case of linear equation algebraically, you can do so in the case of matrices also. So I am going to subtract, which means I am changing sign for every element. 6x minus 6x gives 0x. I need not write 0x here. 9y minus of 4y gives me 5y. So let me write 5y and What about the RHS matrices? You are applying now subtraction of the second matrix from the first matrix, which means the corresponding elements. We know the for addition, subtraction of matrices, they must be of same order. You find both of them being 2 by 2, and therefore corresponding elements can be subtracted, which means position 1 1 with position 1 1. So 6 minus 4. I am writing here so that I am not going to do everything in mind. I am writing here so student can for the first time you can understand. 9 minus of minus 4, that makes plus 4. And same thing in position 2 1, it becomes 12 minus of minus 2 makes plus 2, and it is 0 minus 10. So I am simply writing minus 10. So what do I get? After evaluating 6 minus 4, 9 plus 4, 12 plus 2 and negative 10. And that is the value of 5 times, which is again a scalar multiple of the matrix y. So in order to in order to find y, divide both sides by 5. So I get y value matrix. If I am dividing the RHS also by the scalar 5, which means effectively you are multiplying by 1 by 5. And let me do that for every singular element inside the matrix. So it's going to be 2 by 5, 13 by 5, 14 by 5, negative 10 by 5 gives negative 2. So we leave it at that point. That is the answer for matrix Y. Now we can find out the result for matrix X either from equation 1 or from equation 2. Let me try to find X matrix from equation 1. What I am doing is the RHS matrix I am writing as it is. Just as you would do in the case of algebraic equation containing any x or y, in the case of linear equation, you can transpose terms from one side to the other, the matrix terms also. So the 3y term found on LHS in equation 1, I am going to transpose it to the RHS, so it has to become negative 3y, negative 3 times y. And when I say y, we have solved for y. So instead of writing the symbol y, I am replacing the y with matrix what we found by solving. So the elements are 2 by 5, second element in first row 13 by 5, it is 14 by 5, and finally negative 2. Let us continue. It is 2. Here also we are going to multiply, which means we are going to do the subtraction of the corresponding elements. Position 1 1 in first matrix, from that element we subtract the position corresponding element in position 1 1 belonging to second matrix, which is multiplied by the scalar 3 also. I am going to do that. It is 3 times 2 by 5, so it is 6 by 5. And the second element happens to be 3 minus of 3 times 13 gives 39 over 5. And position 2 1 is going to be 4 minus 3 times 14 gives 42 by 5, and finally negative 3 multiplies negative, it is 0, because it is 0 plus 3 into 2 makes 6, so I am not writing the 0. Well, so what is the answer for that? You can calculate LCMs in mind. You can go 2 5s or 10 minus 6 is 4 over 5, 15 minus 39. So 15 minus 39 minus 24 by 5. 20 minus 42 gives negative 22 by 5, and the whole number 6. But all that put together, it makes twice x. It is x matrix multiplied with scalar 2. Still it is not x matrix. So in order to obtain x matrix, what I do, divide by the same scalar on both sides. Then I get x matrix, which is divide every element inside the matrix by 2 also. What you get is 2 by 5, negative 12 by 5, negative 11 by 5, and 3. So that is the matrix X. And side by side you can write the value what you found for matrix Y. Matrix X, Y, both are found. And in your own interest, when you are trying to solve this, in probably in one of your school examination or say board examination, and let us say this questions comes for a short answer 4 mark question, section C. So what do we expect actually? You can substitute the matrix X, matrix Y once again in the given equation and verify at least a few elements. If not for all the 4 elements, 2 by 2 matrix has 4 elements, at least you can check half of them, okay. So 2 times of x, let me just do it for position 1 1 only. In 1 1 only, what do I get? 2 times of x. So let me do the 2 times. 2 times of x was already available, that was 4 by 5. Let me add 3 times of y. So when I add 3 times, again let me remind you, we are considering position 1 1. The 1 1 element is 2 by 5. Let me multiply by 3, you get 6 by 5. When I combine, when I add the 4 by 5 with 6 by 5, what I get is 10 by 5. 10 by 5, yes, it is 2 in position 1 1. So you can be assured the solution what you got for the matrices x and y, it is 100% correct. So I advise the students, if not for all the 4 elements, at least make sure you are checking 2 of the elements, so that especially let me tell you the diagonal ones, to ensure the correctness of your solving ability. Okay, so let us continue. I have taken up one more exercise from the 3.1 in CERT, which is compute the product. So product we did, I think in our previous theory concept description session, we have taken up a 2 by 2 matrix multiplied with a 2 by 2 matrix, and here it is a different matrix given different order. Compute the product is the heading. You find this question in NCERT, so it is easy for the students to have the book in your hand and also go through this solution. Compute the product. They have given a pair of matrices, multiply. First matrix is a 2 by 2 matrix, which is 1 and minus 2 in row 1. In second row it is 2 and 3 multiplied by 1, 2, 3 in row 1, 2, 3, 1 in row 2. So first thing is, I want students to understand the product, how it is defined. The product is defined, product exists rather If I call this as A matrix and B matrix, the first matrix A is a 2 by 2 matrix. The second matrix B happens to be 2 rows and 3 columns. So you call it 2 by 3. And number of columns in first matrix is identical to number of rows in second matrix. Kindly strike them off. After striking them off, you are getting the order of the product matrix. The product matrix, if we call it the matrix C, it is order 2 by 3, which means 2 rows and 3 columns. So you have to be prepared. You have to be prepared to fill 6 elements. 6 elements in the product matrix. What are the elements? There are 2 rows, 3 columns. So it will be position. I am using a rough space. The addresses will be, the product matrix says C, so I will get C11, C12, C13, C21, C22, C23. So that completes the 6 elements, formation of the 6 elements. So when I say C11, when I say C, let us concentrate on first row, first column. Okay, I am giving a spacing between the 1 and 1. The 1 is row number to be taken from first matrix, and the second one is column number to be taken from the second matrix. So what do you observe? Have your vision. Your vision is completely focused on row 1, the elements 1 and minus 2. And in column 1 of second matrix, the elements focused, your attention focused on 1 and 2. And so you first of all be prepared mentally to multiply the correct pair of elements. 1 paired with 1, minus 2 paired with 2. And complete it, add it, that is the result of C11. So when I fill the C11, I have to be very clear. Multiply 1 with 1, negative 2 with 2. Once this is done, you can move on to C12. So when I say C12, you are still with row 1 from first matrix. Now column 2 of second matrix, and get prepared to multiply the correct pair. 1 with paired with 2, minus 2 paired with 3. So the product is 2 times of 3 minus 2 times of 3. It is 1 into 2 minus 2 into 3. Then we can move on to position C13. When I move on to position C13, taking elements from row 1, column 3, you get 1 and 3 are paired, negative 2 and 1 are paired. And once that is done, do the same thing with second row taken from first matrix, and column 1, column 2 and 3 taken from second matrix. Let's do it. So the elements to be paired, I hope students are clear now. 2 into 1, 3 into 2. So let me write it. 2 into 1 plus 3 into 2. When you move to column 2, now the elements to be paired, be clear, 2 times of 2 and 3 times of 3. When you move on to column 3, it is 2 and 3 to be paired, so you get 2 into 3 plus 3 into 1. That way you have completed all the 6 elements beginning from C11 to 6, 2, 3. Am I right? So let us evaluate the product as well as sum. 1 minus 4, let me write, and 2 minus 6, 3 minus 2, 2 plus 6, 4 plus 9, and at last 6 plus 3. So the product what you get is negative 3, negative 4, 1 in row 1, 8 and 13 and 9 in row 2. So that is the computed product of these two matrices. So when you become familiar in product of matrices, the student is ready to take up any order. So how to complete the product? First thing, the student should be mentally ready for filling the product matrix. When you say filling the product matrix, you should understand how many elements are going to be there in the product. So that will be clear if you understand what is the order of the product matrix. Order of the product matrix is obtained by scoring off the number of columns in first matrix, number of rows in second matrix. The remaining number indicates the order of the product that's going to exist, you are going to create. So that way you understood there are going to be 6 elements, addresses prepare, and once you prepare the address, take the first number as row number, second one as the column number, row take it from first matrix, column take it from second matrix, pair the elements properly, complete the product. So you get this answer. Once again, as I think indicated in our discussion of concept, there's no way you will be able to check the correctness unless the student goes through every previous step himself and ensures the correctness of the pairing, the multiplication, the product and sum. There is no way you can verify in any other means. So concentrate. I will meet you in another session similarly in a NCERT problem solving session. Thank you.